Hello everyone and welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today I have a really simple Christmas card to share with you using some Mama Elephant products. My card today was inspired by the amazing Carly T. She's one of the design team members by My Favorite Things, and she shared a video a few weeks back where she created a shaker card, a really simple one. I love her style. She really makes the most adorable, clean and simple cards out there. And so inspired by her, I decided to start on this card. Now, originally, I also wanted to create a shaker card, but then halfway in this card, I decided to just stay a bit too, well, in my comfort zone. And so it didn't end up to be a shaker card, but I used some pattern paper to complete this whole design. So to start with, I took my Copics and I started coloring my images. I will only be using 2 images for this card, but originally with the inspiration by Carly T, I wanted to create some shaker elements with these envelopes to go behind my big word that I will be die cutting. I didn't end up doing that. So yeah, I will only be using the bunny and the mouse. So really simple coloring with my Copics today, a warm brown for the bunny and then a slightly lighter brown combination for the mouse. I also ended up stamping the images using some dark chocolate ink to just have it a bit of a softer end result and just have it all a bit more elegant or cute or however you want to call it. So later on, to add my secondary sentiment, I will also use this dark chocolate ink. It's from Gina Designs. So as I said, for the mouse, actually, I am not using my darkest marker from the bunny, but I am using the other markers that I used on the bunny. It's the E33, E53, and also E51 to just have a third color for my combination. In case you want to revisit Copic combinations, you can always find them on my blog post. I also ended up using greens and reds for the envelopes that I will not be using in the end, just to have this classic kind of Christmas feel in the color combination of today's card. So I did die cut the envelopes. I kept them in the back of my stamp set. You never know when you need some green envelopes or red envelopes, so don't throw them away. Just keep them in the back of the stamp set. And then once the coloring was done, I used the matching dies to cut all of these elements out, and then I could continue with my panel. Now for the panel, really simple. I took the basic rectangles to help me get an A2 sized panel. And then I used the essential alphabet die set from My Favorite Things to search for the word hugs. I am going to line up the hugs on my craft mat, just using the grid there, and then I will use some purple tape to keep everything in place, and then I can drag that word completely towards my panel, align it straight, and then die cut it out of this panel. Now, in case you keep your word, hugs, or any other word that you want to use on the purple tape, you can easily recreate this card multiple times at once. You can also change up, of course, the images that you're using on that card, but it can really help you if you need to create several cards all at once to just keep everything aligned and then go do some die cutting and then add all of your critters that you want to use, several critters, other layouts, but just that one word can already help you a long way if you can die cut it multiple times out of several cardstocks. You can also cut this out several times out of one panel and then play with some colored stripes behind or more shaker materials or anything like that. For the secondary greeting, I took the Falala stamp set from Mama Elephant, and I stamped it out, as I said before, in the dark chocolate ink, the same ink as the outline of the images. And then I took my favorite pattern paper. Instead of making a shaker card, I took my favorite pattern paper. This one is the Petite Gingham from My Favorite Things. In case you want to buy this one, I'm really sorry, because for an unknown reason, My Favorite Things decided to no longer produce this one. So if you find it in a store, then you are really lucky. Otherwise, maybe you have your own favorite pattern paper, or there are other brands with similar gingham kind of patterns. I just took one that matched with the red from the scarf from the bunny, and I'm just going to glue that in the back of my hugs. You can also play a bit with dimension here if you want to, or again make a shaker. You can make a shaker without pattern paper, with pattern paper behind. Anything goes really. So I made sure to sort of try to lay it out straight here, that my pattern was completely horizontal, and then I could add my images using some thin foam squares. So the tiny mouse on the left and then the bunny on the right on top of the leathers. And actually it's quite balanced out, I think. There is sort of a triangle going on, if you can see it as well. That always works. Triangles are life. But I ended up taking some of my embellishments that I haven't used in a while. These are the Droplets poppy hearts from Little Things from Lucy's Cards. There are several sizes in it, and I just added a few. They really reinforce that red. It's really a pop of red on top of all of the rest. And I just added 3 on this card. So really simple card, again really easy to recreate in a shaker kind of way. I will also try to not forget to link to the video that Carly T shared on My Favorite Things YouTube channel with her card that inspired me to create this one. And yeah, I hope that this card can inspire you as well, that just seeing a video from someone or a card on Instagram or any social media, you can make it your own. You decide your own stamps. You maybe make it a shaker or not, or you use pattern papers or not. So many possibilities, and really a lot of fun to create. I love seeing all of your inspiration as well. Thank you so much for watching today. I hope that you got inspired, that you love the end result as much as I do. It's a really simple one, really easy to recreate, so maybe that can be handy for the upcoming Christmas season. Thank you so much again for being here, and I'll be back soon with some new crafty inspiration. Bye!